And this one's headed to overtime after a scoreless third period. It's 1-1 back with the overtime in a moment. This is WTIC Hartford Wolfpack Hockey presented by the Connecticut Lottery.
I'm a pediatric nurse in the hospital, so I know firsthand how hard it can be to try and take a sick kid from the trip. They're tired, they're scared, they're squirmy and fussy. Getting an accurate
6'5" shots.
42-20, thank you.
Yep.
Just one quick swipe across the forehead, and you get an accurate temperature. More accurate.
You get this math thing down.
I'm working on it.
You can even use it while the kids are sleeping.
The Exergen Temporal Scanner, changing the way the world takes temperature. Home model available at Walgreens and other fine retailers.
This is Hartford Wolfpack Hockey on 96.5 HD2 and WTIC.com.
1-1 headed to overtime here. No scoring in the third period. Shots were 6-5 in favor of the Wolfpack. Totals through three complete periods, 42-20 in favor of the Pack. Wolfpack in their third trip to overtime this year. They are 0-1-1 thus far. Springfield's only previous game that went beyond regulation time was the contest October 15th in Providence that they won 2-1 in a shootout. They go to the 4-on-4 in overtime. Springfield sends out Blunden, Kaloric, Klitzum and Moore. Wolfpack with Newberry, Byers, Redden, and Kondratek. Pack attacking the goal to wire left in the overtime. Newberry and Blunden on the center ice draw. Won by Newberry. Kondratek far side at his own line, dishes it to Redden. Wolfpack led the league in overtime wins last year with 9. They were tied for that honor with Bridgeport. Byers drops it off in his own zone to Redden. He's away to center, trying to get it back to Byers. It goes behind him and in deep and leaves Springfield and LeNeveu out to play it. Slides it to the far side, not out, kept in by Newberry. Newberry sticking with it, but he isn't knocked out of his control. And taking over for Springfield is Klitzum. To Blunden, 3-on-2. Into the Pack zone, Blunden drops it off to Kaloric. Slap shot, kick save, rebound is loose. Kaloric, another chance and a big save by Johnson. Penalty upcoming against the Wolfpack. Dropping out toward the line is Kaloric. Off to the bench is LeNeveu. Left wing point is Klitzum. He'll send it deep to Blunden in the corner, hit by Kondratek. Puck fought for. Kondratek will work it loose. Whistle blows, slashing the indication here. Against Hartford, it's going to be Byers going to the bin.
Yeah, boy, oh boy, that is not the way you wanted to start off this overtime. Trying to kill off a penalty, but man, Johnson with some big saves. Bang, bang. First hard slap shot from atop the circle. He makes a big save there, and then the rebound in close as everybody overskated the puck, and another slap shot right on, and Johnson had to be sharp there.
Can't argue with the call, Mark, as Byers broke a Springfield player's stick with a slash 4-on-3 power play here. Draw to the right of Johnson. One by the Falcons. Top of the slot is Sigalet. He holds and looks. Sigalet cutting in, feeds to the far circle. Drive from there is right on the save made by Johnson. Rebound right back to Savard, who took the previous shot. Sigalet now top of the slot cutting in. Sigalet tries to feed to Calvert, but tipping that pass away was Valentenko. Calvert keeps it in to Sigalet. Top of the slot, walking in, Sigalet. Dishes far side to Savard. He backpedals with it. Savard top of the circle. Over to Sigalet. One-timer's blocked by DuPont. Rebound goes right to Savard, though. Out high in the slot. Savard weaving. Plays it down low to Calvert. Trying to return to Savard, but DuPont intercepts that. And he'll clear it all the way down. This is the sixth power play of the game for Springfield. They're 0 for 5. Minute 19 left in the man advantage. They're in overtime here in Hartford. Away to center Savard. Here's Sigalet. Into the Pack zone. He rims it around to the near side. Valentenko whacks at it, can't get it out. Sestito. To Savard, right point to the left point. And Sigalet, those two switch places. Here's Savard's drive. That's blocked by Nightingale, and he's able to locate the puck and clear the zone. Way out of the net is LeNeveu to move it to Sigalet. 50 seconds on the power play. They're 2 minutes into overtime. Savard into the Pack zone, slides it deep to the far corner. Redden is bumped there by Canna, but it's cleared around the near side by DuPont. He got a bad bounce. It's kept in by Sigalet. To Maxime Mayorov, top of the right circle. Mayorov feeds to the far side circle to Savard. He backpedals with it. Now it's Sigalet, top of the slot, 30 seconds on the power play. Sigalet to Mayorov. He gets it to Canna. He deals it left wing side to Sigalet. Out at the point, Sigalet to the top of the circles now. To Savard. He'll throw it toward the net, but it goes wide. Rebound to the near side. They dig for it. It's poked toward the line. DuPont didn't see it. Kept in by Sigalet. To Savard, left point. He shoots wide of the near post. Rebound kept in by Mayorov. 8 seconds on the power play. Mayorov near the line. to Savard, top of the left circle. Now the Sigalet one-timer blocked by Redden, and he'll clear it all the way down. That'll do it for the penalty to Byers. 2:10 left in overtime. Out to the far corner is LeNeveu. Byers bearing in on him. It's jammed around to the near side. And Klitzum gets it to center. Long pass sends Blunden in over the pack line. He loses it, but he'll get it back in the left wing corner. Hit by McDonough. Loose puck picked up by Jeremy Williams. Away come the Wolfpack. Williams through center. Into the Springfield end. Williams to the left wing side. Williams spins back, loses an edge and falls down. And right back come the Falcons. Minute 45 in overtime. Into the pack zone, Blunden. Hands it off in the slot. Kaloric's shot is right on goal. The save made by Johnson. Rebound, they score. Johnson got knocked over, and the puck ended up in the net. And Springfield has won it here at the 3:24 mark of overtime.
Boy, what a tough break for the Wolfpack there. They come flying down after they kill off a penalty. Williams comes back down the other way, tries to make a move. He spins and loses his footing. And the Falcons come right back up the other way. They make some nifty passing. They throw it towards the goal. They get a break on a bounce, and somehow it got by Johnson for the win.
Kaloric shot it on goal, and then a Wolfpack player, Byers, shoved Kondratek and Blunden into Johnson. That's why the puck was able to find its way in and why Johnson ended up down on the deck. Not quite sure who poked that in. We'll have to wait for the official indication, but the Wolfpack end up winless in this 5-game homestand. And despite outshooting Springfield 42-25 on the night, they lose 2-1 in overtime. Blunden is going to get credit for the goal, it sounds like. And frustration continues for the Wolfpack. Blunden with his 6th of the season. That's a team high at 3:24 the OT, assisted by Kaloric and John Moore. That's it. Springfield wins it 2-1. Stay tuned for the postgame show. This is WTIC Hartford Wolfpack Hockey, presented by the Connecticut Lottery.
Want to get up to 20% off your Rite Aid purchases every day for a year? Join Wellness Plus, the loyalty program that increases your opportunities to save every time you use your card. Enroll free today, and soon you could get the whole store on sale every day for a year. Another Wellness Plus advantage, shop now and you'll not only earn points toward 20% off, you'll get Plus Up receipt rewards for even bigger savings on your very next purchase. Join free at RiteAid.com today. Certain limitations apply. See your local Rite Aid store for details.
Elves, come to order. First order of business, holiday 2010. What are the projected big items this year, buddy?
Yeah, word on the street says it's Best Buy's newest insignia portable HD radio player. Great new features.
Good.
Cool HD2, HD3 channels, and new features like live pause and artist experience.
Oh, nice job, buddy. And next up, reindeer stalls.
For more on HD radio receivers available at Best Buy, visit HDRadio.com. HD Radio, a good deal more.
You got tax problems? Then you need to call TaxMasters right away. TaxMasters will help solve your tax problems. Do you owe back taxes? Being audited? Have several years of unfiled returns? Is the IRS calling or sending threatening letters? Whatever your tax-related problem, the former IRS agents and tax professionals at TaxMasters can help you today. Call them at 1-877-202-7222. That's 1-877-202-7222. Or go to txmstr.com. Again, txmstr.com. Taxmasters will get between you and the IRS. They'll make sure they treat you fairly and treat you with respect. Don't take on the IRS by yourself. The folks at Taxmasters have helped many good people just like you. Call Taxmasters right now to get started at 1-877-202-7222. 1-877-202-7222. Or go to txmstr.com. Taxmasters will solve your tax problems.
Hi, this is Charles Husband. You have tax problems? Here's the solution. Taxmasters. It's that simple. Taxmasters will help solve your tax problems. You owe back taxes, being audited, have several years of unfiled returns. Is the IRS calling or sending threatening letters? Or whatever your tax-related problem, the former IRS agents and tax professionals at Taxmasters can help today. Call 1-866-694-4020. That's 1-866-694-4020. or go to txmstr.com. Again, txmstr.com. Taxmasters will get between you and the IRS. They'll make sure that they treat you fairly and treat you with respect. Don't take on the IRS by yourself. The folks at Taxmasters have helped many good people just like you. Call Taxmasters right now to get started at 1-866-694-4020 or go to txmstr.com. Taxmasters will solve your tax problems.
Well, that one's in the books. Nothing left to do now except take a look back. It's the post-game show. Brought to you by St. Francis Hospital and live on 96.5 HD2 and WTIC.com. And right here with all the details, the booming voice of the Hartford Wolfpack, Mr. Bob Crawford.
Welcome back to the XL Center. Bob Crawford, Mark Bailey with you on the post-game show. Awfully tough 5-game homestand for the Wolfpack. They lose 2-1 in overtime here this evening to the Springfield Falcons and end up 0-3-2 on this 5-game homestand. I think you could make an argument that the Wolfpack really deserved a better fate here this evening. They outshot the Falcons 42-25, got a penalty killed off in overtime in which they were outshot 5-0. But the Falcons had the one last big play. They crashed the net hard and got some help from the Wolfpack with a couple of players being shoved into Chad Johnson, who had no chance, as Michael Blunden poked the puck in at 3:24 for the winner. The Wolfpack do get a point out of this game, but I think when they analyze it, they'll feel like they should have had more.
Yeah, absolutely. Man, it's a tough one there to see. You know, the Falcons, like you said, they have a power play in overtime, and I thought the Wolfpack were going to get a little bit of a break because I thought the Falcons were a little tentative on that. They didn't fire the puck on goal. They were more cautious, if anything, trying to pass it and stuff. The Wolfpack did a great job of blocking shots. They kill off the penalty, and then you're thinking they're going to have the momentum. Williams, with a head of steam, comes down. He blows a tire, and the Falcons come right back up the way, and a couple of nifty passes, and they just threw it on goal. And Byers is trying to take his man out to push Blunden, and he was able to knock it in somehow. And just like that, the Pack were done in overtime.
Springfield improves to above the 500 mark, 5-4-0 for 10 points. The Wolfpack now 3-4-2-1. They go to 9 points because of the point for the overtime loss. Wolfpack were 9-6-7 in overtimes last year, tying with Bridgeport for the league leadership in wins, but 0-2-1 now in 3 trips to overtime in their first 10 games of this season. Springfield takes the first installment of the I-91 rivalry in the front end of a home-and-home series after the Wolfpack went 6-2-2 in 10 games against Springfield last season. Recapping the scoring, the Wolfpack outshot the Falcons 20-7 in the first period, but Springfield got the only goal of the session. That came at the 14:34 mark. Out to center now, though, is Blunden for Springfield. He'll hand it left wing side to